As an act of defiance, it's difficult to imagine one more potent. Thousands crowding into Paris's Place de la République, voicing their revulsion at the worst terrorist attack here in a generation.
Tonight in Northwest Washington, a show of support for the Paris community.
Je suis Charlie. Je suis Charlie.
There were some who said they are not Charlie from the start. Al Jazeera's editorial instruction was leaked, which began with the phrase, "We are Al Jazeera." The channel clearly didn't want to associate itself with the notorious cartoon Charlie Hebdo is famous for.
Est-ce que tu te considères comme Charlie, toi?
Ah, moi, j'ai jamais dit que j'étais Charlie.
Moi, je suis pas Charlie.
Critiquer Mahomet, critiquer l'islam, en tout cas dans ces termes-là, c'est une des limites à ne pas franchir. Charlie Hebdo l'avait franchi.
In the aftermath of the mass murder in France, millions marched and everyone seemed to support freedom of speech. But in the following days, dozens were detained in France for hate speech, anti-Semitism, and glorifying terrorism.
We need to kill them. We need to kill them. The radical Muslim terrorists hell-bent on killing us.
Controversial and still legal.
Charlie Hebdo was offensive, and we supported the right of it to be so.
J'ai jamais trouvé très drôle les dessins de Charlie Hebdo.
Bah, on va pas m'obliger à dire je suis Charlie. Charlie qui publie des caricatures qui viennent d'un journal d'extrême droite.
Freedom of speech is not just being able to talk and say what you want in your opinion, but it's also being able to practice what you want as a faith and also what you want as a human being. So being able to live your life in the way you see it fit.
I think it's really important, but I do think that it's important to keep in mind that you have to be respectful. even if you do have that freedom, like I think that with free will and freedom comes a lot of responsibility. So because you have that, you need to like adjust to what you say.
Well, I think everyone has the freedom of speech as long as they don't go overboard. Like they can't insult other people or go against other people's like religions or beliefs.
Ben, des fois on peut dire qu'est-ce qu'on veut, mais des fois c'est tout, genre dire d'autres choses.
Si on veut dire des affaires méchantes, est-ce qu'on a le droit de le dire?
Non, on doit garder ça dans notre bouche. Si on n'aime pas un habit, il faut pas le dire qu'on l'aime pas.
I think when freedom of speech offends people, then I think that's what I mean by you need to be careful with what you say.
So this one is Muhammad?
Yeah.
So as a Muslim...
Look at this. I really can't look at that.
Oh my god. So this is like, cause like I feel like for me, like my own religion, I'm really faithful to my religion, and so sometimes when you're really faithful in something, you feel that it's such a great thing that you don't need to defend it in the first place. You just be quiet and you're just like, you know what? It's too great of a thing for somebody to come and defend it. It defends itself. The purpose defends itself. There's no way in hell I denounce that I don't denounce this. Like I don't get. I know there's a historical reference that's coming into my head. Like there's like we have this thing with the star and the Prophet Muhammad and everything. But I mean, Charlie Hebdo, like, bruh. I mean, like, if you want me to say some huge statement, I can keep talking for hours and hours. I'm not gonna even explain what I feel towards it. It's just it's not even worth the paper it was printed on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, familiar with this one, but there's something about a religion that is unshakably like sacred, right? When you have someone who cares so much about something, just like a religious Muslim cares a lot about his prophet, that prophet is sacred, and desecrating an image to that is just a sign of disrespect to the entire culture, to the entire religion. And to me, it's things like this that are kind of instigating fights where they don't need to happen.
I do find it sad, but I think that people should still have the right to express themselves to any point. Like as long as they're not like threatening somebody, like sending out death threats, I think that people should be allowed to say whatever they want and write whatever they want.
Wow.
Smiles. I'm gonna stick to it. It's freedom of speech. You can't do anything about it. If you want freedom of speech, other people should have it too. I've seen there's probably pictures of Jesus being something like this too that's been drawn. So you know what, you can't like criticize one area, one person for doing whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do. You're not allowed.
So if we take an extreme example, Nazi propaganda, that
was freedom of speech.
And it's fine?
It's freedom of speech.
Okay.
I don't know, I just think that Charlie Hebdo, like, provocative in a way is good. But I think if you're provocative in a way to incite, like, I don't know, like civic duties on people and be like, guys, we should be more responsible, we should take care of each other more, that's a good provocative. But if you're the type of provocative that you're just trying to incite more hate and more splitting and like, I don't see how anything Charlie Hebdo as like the cover page, the front page that they post that isn't trying to do something bad or trying to cause harm.
This fuels them. This doesn't stop them. This doesn't stop radical Islam. This actually fuels it because it's like, oh, another one.
This is just one of the actions, right? Raping altar boys. Well, if we don't depict it, does that mean it's okay for them to like do this to altar boys and not have anyone talk about it just because they're a religious figure. I don't think that's at all correct. For sure, these are issues that need to be talked about.
I don't think people should make fun of subjects like that, but at the same time, they're not like insulting it.
Yeah, this stuff is like kind of ridiculous.
Again, freedom of speech, but it is people's targeting one specific religion without ignoring all the others. It would be seen as like an attack, seeing as they attack Christianity and Islam. I feel like they're just doing a caricature, and that's their thing. So at that point, freedom of speech should also be upheld.
Le petit Hélène, s'il avait grandi, tripoteur de fesses en Allemagne. Mais non, franchement, c'est un peu fort.
In one way, it is denouncing. Yeah, like something that's bad. So like I guess that's good in one way, but it's also very offensive to like Arab-looking people by like representing them as monkeys. So like I'm pretty sure they could have done it in a less offensive way.
I'm against it, obviously. I don't think that makes any sense. But like I feel like I've already said what is my problem with them. All they do is pick on people, and I don't understand how that's just freedom of speech.
Again, it's satire. That's the whole principle. You know, there's some comedy to it. It's as a cartoon, and automatically when you see cartoon, you might assume comedy or associate that with comedy. It's edgy. It's edgy, that's all it is, and Charlie Hebdo is known for this, and that's kind of what they're going for. They're trying to push the limits of what people are okay with, and that's why it's controversial.
So you would say that we should limit freedom of speech in the media?
Yes, but not in the sense that we're stopping people from expressing their opinions. You see what I mean? Like you're actually stopping people from you're stopping people from hurting others.
I think it should be government regulated. I think like government in a sense should allow people to have the judgment to like properly use it, but I think they're allowed intervening once they realize like if it's being extremely harmful.
I didn't do I didn't hashtag Je suis Charlie because je ne suis pas Charlie. Like I don't. How can I, like, okay, it's logical. How can I say I am somebody who drew this? I'm sorry.